السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Last week, if you remember, we covered a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam describing the people whom the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam loves the most. أحب الناس إن من أحبكم إلي. The most beloved amongst you to me, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وأقربكم مني مجلسا يوم القيامة, and the one who will sit the closest to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on the day of judgment, أحاسنكم أخلاقا, the ones with the best character. So inshallah, just to really make this hadith into actionable items into our life, we will cover inshallah in the coming weeks some of the characters, some of the akhlaq every week inshallah. So today I want to cover a hadith that talks about one of these characters. The hadith is عن معاذ بن أنس رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: من كظم غيظا وهو قادر على أن ينفذه دعاه الله سبحانه وتعالى على رؤوس الخلائق يوم القيامة حتى يخيره من الحور العين ما يشاء. رواه أبو داود والترمذي. So in this hadith, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم says, the one who suppresses or controls his anger and has the power to execute it or has the power to follow on that anger, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will call this person on the day of judgment to reward them. He will call this person to the forefront of the creature, على رؤوس الأشهاد. And he will be asked to choose any of the حور, any of the women of the Jannah on that day. Meaning he will be choosing from Al-Jannah pretty much. So this khuluq, this character, is how to control our anger. Allah, basically, and here the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one man kadhama غيظا, meaning this person got angry, got triggered somehow, and he has the power to follow on with that anger, to execute the anger, to do whatever, because when we get angry, usually we are tempted to do something. That anger leads us to do something. And he has the power to do that. But instead, he controls himself or herself. He suppresses the anger. He doesn't follow on that anger. That person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will reward them in front of everybody on the day of judgment. And this is similar to the ayah in Surah آل عمران: سارعوا إلى مغفرة من ربكم وجنة عرضها السماوات والأرض أعدت للمتقين الذين ينفقون في السراء والضراء والكاظمين الغيظ. The one who control and suppress their anger. So here really, sometimes you see some people, they get triggered for the most trivial, the most insignificant of things, easily irritated. The slightest of the things, they get angry, they get mad. And subhanAllah, some other people, they are like mountains. They take on it's very hard to shake them. Even the hardest of the triggers doesn't move them. And this tells you how much that person is anchored into their values, how deep and how... another way to look at it, some people, their, subhanAllah, their nafs, their spirits fly so high that they are not bothered by what's going on so low underneath them. So we really, and the reason I wanted to start with this khuluq, with this character of controlling our, because in Ramadan, unfortunately, especially like back home, because of lack of caffeine and lack of whatever we used to do, a lot of people get very easily angry during the Ramadan and they lose their mood and we run into this mood problems. But we'll try, inshallah, to put this hadith in our vision every day. That we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to control this anger, not execute it, to anchor ourselves in our values, to fly very high, yani elevate our spirit above this triggerable. And subhanallah, especially like this hadith said, when we have the power to follow on the anger. Because usually this refers to when the person is getting angry or getting mad is triggered by someone. He has the power, for example, your kid, someone like below, and your employee or your children or your spouse. You feel like you can do whatever. You can just do what. When you have that power to follow on, that is really when this khuluq is praised. But if you are mad at someone so high and you cannot do anything about it, that is different. And you say, I'm suppressing my anger, even though you cannot do anything. That is not really the value of this character. The value of this character is when we are angry at someone below us, below our authority, that we can really either hurt them or follow on them. That is when this character come really into value. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the best of the characters. Allahumma kama hassanta khalqana hassin akhlaqana ya rabbal alameen. Allahumma ballighna Ramadan wa barik lana fihi ya rabbal alameen. Allahumma taqabbal minna صالح الأعمال. ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.